Hey everybody, I'm here today with a video about right and left turns while driving. This will be a very simple driving video, and I'll be going over the different aspects of right turns and left turns while driving a car. Now, what I'll be talking about is all based on the fact that I'm driving on the right side of the road where I live. So just keep that in mind. If you drive in an area where you drive on the left side of the road, not all of these things might be true for you. So let's get right to it. I'm actually going to begin driving, and I'll take some right turns and left turns and sort of tell you about the different factors to keep in mind when driving and turning right versus turning left. Now let's get right to it. I'm going to put my turn signal on. Let's go ahead and take off over here. Now, when you take a right turn, it's going to be sharper, slightly sharper than a left turn. Now that's because the actual curvature of the turn, when you're going from driving on the right to a right lane versus driving on the right to a left, like to making a left, is going to be sharper. So right now I'm actually going to make a left-hand turn right here. I put my turn signal on, and you'll notice that as I turn the steering wheel, it is not so sharp. But when I approach this stop sign and I make a right turn, you'll notice that when I turn the steering wheel, it is actually significantly sharper. I would say slightly sharper, not significantly sharper. I'm going to put my right turn signal on. Let's take this right turn over here after we come to a complete stop. You'll notice that it is much sharper. I turn the steering wheel a lot more. Now, when I am making a right turn, I am turning from the right side of the road onto the right side of the road on a connecting part of the turn. So I don't have to cross through any lanes of traffic. But when I am, on the other hand, making a left-hand turn, I actually have to go across the oncoming cars. So if I'm making a left turn at a four-way stop, I know that, as long as the other cars are following the road rules, that they'll stop, and I don't have to worry about, timing it properly, because they're going to stop at the stop sign so I can turn. On the other hand, if I'm making a left-hand turn somewhere like here, I have to actually make sure that nobody is in the oncoming traffic, and then once I ensure that no one's already checked for pedestrians, then I can make a turn like this, okay? Now you'll notice also that when I made that left turn, I actually turned into the left lane of these two lanes, of the two-lane road. That's a best practice pretty much. And if I'm making a right turn, I turn into the right lane, okay? So I'm just gonna switch lanes right here, and I'll actually take a right turn onto the side street over here. So once again, you'll notice that as I take the right turn, it's significantly sharper, okay? And then when I take the left turn up ahead, it's gonna be not so sharp. And that's just because of the way that we're driving, with regards to driving on the right side of the road, and then we're also going to be turning onto the right side of the road. So therefore, it's going to be a sharper turn. When you make right turns, they're sharper turns than when you make left turns. It's just plain and simple, okay? Also, with regards to speed, if you're making a right turn and you are moving, meaning there's not a stop sign, it's a rolling right turn, versus making a rolling left turn, okay? You have to slow down much more when you're making a rolling right turn, because the turn is sharper. Sharper turns require you to slow down much more than turns that aren't so sharp. Now this is actually a weird intersection because it's a three-way angled intersection. So when I make this left turn, you'll notice that it's going to be quite sharp. It's going to be very similar to the sharpness of a right turn, but it's a left turn. So this is a very one-off situation. You'll notice that, I have to make a very sharp turn because it's an angled it's an angled three-way intersection, okay? Very simple. Now making this left turn, you'll notice it's a little bit more regular. I won't have to actually turn it as sharply. But that's basically it. Right turns and left turns are very similar, but at the same time, they're also very different. So it's really important to know the differences when you're learning how to drive and so forth. And for that reason, I just wanted to make this video to outline the differences of right turns versus left turns. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Let me know what you think about right turns and left turns in the comments section down below. And above all, please be sure to subscribe for more great car and driving videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.